So today we're going to talk about views and why views are the least important metrics that you should pay attention to when it comes to social media. So last week I met a really lovely person who is running his own e-commerce store, and he told me he was like hyper excited about TikTok, and he told me this is the next big platform and he's getting a ton of engagement. 10,000 people watched one of his last videos. Most of his videos getting at least 1,000 views, and he was like super excited, trying I should definitely get on TikTok. And I was asking him, so how many of those views translated into your revenue? So did you check your numbers? Did you look at your analytics? Did your revenue increase? Did you get more orders? Did you get more website traffic? And when I asked him this, he didn't really have an answer. So it turns out there was no additional traffic coming from the platform. And that's one of the big problems when people look at views. They see views as this magical currency where they believe once they get like enough views, it automatically transforms into money. Like 1 view equals to 1 cent or something like this. But in reality, this is not the case. And I'm going to tell you why. It is really important to understand why views don't matter. Now, the first important factor that you have to understand is it matters very, very much who is viewing your content. It doesn't matter. You can get 10,000 views by the wrong crowd, or you can get 10 views by the right crowd. The 10 views might result in true sales, while the 10,000 views from the wrong crowd will result in nothing. Now, that's the first important factor. And in order for you to get the right people to view your content, you have to be able to target them. This can be done on many platforms such as YouTube by using the keyword tools and using the topic itself, because usually people search for a specific topic, or if they already watch someone else's content about a specific topic and your keywords align, your video might show up as a suggestion to this person. So you're getting organic content discovery. So by using the right keywords and using the search feature, you make it possible for someone who is in the right state of buying to discover your video, to help them make a purchasing decision. So that's a very good way how you can get new people and relevant people to watch your content. Now, if you are on the other side on a content discovery platform such as TikTok, it really doesn't matter what your content is about. All it matters is that it's entertaining. If it's not entertaining, you won't get any views. People won't engage with it. They won't like it. They won't comment. They won't share it. If you don't get the engagement right, it won't be shown to anyone else. And because they're recommending this kind of video based on engagement, you're not really able to target them by any interest. There is no search functionality. People don't use that platform to make any purchasing decision. It's more random, and random traffic is usually of the lowest quality. So the probability that someone, based on watching a video, will buy something is very, very low. Now, after looking at who is watching a video, it's also very important that the video is very relevant to them. You have to match someone's reality. You have to meet them where they are, and ideally this is one step away from making a purchasing decision. So if they're not ready, they don't have the problem, your views don't matter either. So it actually has to be aligned, like the people you're trying to reach and the problem, and your solution to that has to be like the intermediate to get them engaged. So making specific videos that helping them to make a decision is really, really relevant. So it's also really relevant that you are able to communicate this in your video. If you're like going on and rambling about all kinds of different things and you're not getting to the point, there is no point of having your video in the first place. You have to have a structured video which is taking them from A, where they are, and guiding them through a step of different qualifying steps to a solution which is helping them to realize that you are able to help them. Now, the last part is how well did your video perform in terms of action that you wanted them to take. Now, not every video has to be salesy. You don't have to push someone to make a purchase, although that's the ultimate goal. It can also helping them to get an intermediate step along the way. For example, you might want to get them to visit your website. That might be the simplest form of action you want them to take after watching your content. If you can get them on your website, they can look around. If they find something interesting, it's much more likely that they buy something. If you get them on your website and you get them to sign up for your newsletter, that's an even better step, because now you have their contact information. You can sell to them over time. You can educate them further over time, and you can build up the trust over time. And the best possible outcome, obviously, is to get them to make a purchase decision. Now, how well did your video perform in that manner? This is way more important, and this is often doesn't look like that successful on the outside. You might only get like a small number of views, but if you're getting them from the right crowd, with the right motivation, with the right problem, and your video is structured the right way to motivate them to take action, you're getting them to click on your website, you're getting them on your newsletter, you're getting them to make a purchase decision. This is what matters to you. Don't care what your big view number is showing or the number of likes you're getting. It doesn't matter. For many products, the number of people actually engaging in terms of likes or comments is quite low, while they still make the purchase, and it turns out to a lot of dollars in your bank account. So what do you think about views? Let me know in the comments below. Did you ever want to get a viral video, or did you get obsessed about this, but today you're realizing it's like way more important to get some tangible results? Let me know in the comments, and make sure that you subscribe to get more video updates about marketing and business strategy that work in 2020 and beyond.